Yo, what's up everybody? Redwood Vlogger here. Welcome to the next vlog. It is Monday, September the 28th. This is vlog number 31. Currently am out of school for right now. We had a sub today in the second class. He just took roll, told us go off, do what you have to do. So did that, and now I don't gotta go back to class for about another hour. So, not a whole lot in store for today or tomorrow. Tonight, going back to the baseball field to watch my friends practice again. Tomorrow night is the first presidential debate for the 2020 presidential election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and that should be interesting. So maybe catch a couple little clips of that, but I'll definitely be watching that tomorrow. It's going to be one interesting presidential debate that I don't think anybody's ever going to forget. So, yeah. And then if anything else pops up, then yeah. But I don't think anything else is going to happen. But who knows? There could be something. Oh, I know what I'm doing also today. I am going to mow, or not just mow, but I'm going to clean up the backyard. Mow, edge, blow, yada yada. Clean all that up, so get the backyard clean today. So that's in store for this vlog for right now. So let's get rolling into the vlog. Hope you enjoy. So where are we off to? Where are we off to, Dad?
Cable company.
Because we're upgrading one of our TV boxes to an HD box.
Well, let's hope so.
Sunscreen never works. Still get burnt. Typical. Anywho, on our way to Charter, switch out a box, and then back home. Traveling in the car. Alright. On my way to the park to go watch some practice. In the car, and I am driving now, so hey. It's kind of fun being able to go out and do this. I think that I have the ability to be a coach. I think I could. Right now, it's a if situation. I haven't talked to anybody about it. So, yeah. It's an if situation. But yeah, on my way to the park. Hopefully this time I'll actually be able to film some of the practice of what's going on. Truck. Right now I can go. So I will see you at the field. What are you doing right now?
Arizona.
Care to explain?
No.
Then just watch. Got Ace up at bat. Whoa! And Dustin running to get the ball. The point is that You hit the ball.
Maybe three. Big.
Point is, somebody hits the ball. Person stands on third, has to run, get the ball. And if they get the ball before they touch a base, however many bases they touch is how many points. 3 rounds total. This is round number 2. All right, Dylan. Smack one, huh? Show him who's boss. That's it. He rounds first, heading for second. This is gonna be close. And it's a single.
We all got double so far, right?
Nope.
For Dylan?
Except for Dylan.
Yeah. So from my understanding, we're tied right now.
10-10?
11-9.
Huh?
We're tied right now.
No, not.
Yeah.
Then got 9, we got 11. Okay, so
My
it's
dad
5.
said we had 6. I scored double. You scored double.
That's
Yeah,
10.
I scored
And
one.
then Dylan scored 1, so it's 11. And then they got 9 because they got 1 double and 2 singles. No, 2 singles. 1 double, 2
yeah,
singles,
no,
and
no,
0.
no, no.
You have 9.
Come on, Marvin.
Scored math.
Oh, math. Shut up.
Come on, Eli. Turn on the wheels and get that ball, huh? Oh. Jeez. Get on your horse. Get on your horse. And he gets a double. Here comes the ball. Why are you throwing helmets, man? Dylan, being his typical self. And now it's Tuesday. Last night, practice went good. It was fun. You know, getting to see my friends and whatnot. Now, I'm on lunch from school. Just sitting here watching some YouTube. So, gonna watch the debate tonight. Should be interesting. Don't think there's anything else. Primarily, I'm just watching the debate tonight. So, that should be fun. So, let's roll along with Tuesday.
What you would do starting in 2021, why should the American people trust you more than your opponent to deal with this public health crisis going forward? In this case, the question goes to you first, sir. 2 minutes uninterrupted.
200,000 dead. As you said, over 7 million infected in the United States. We, in fact, have 5%, well, 4% of the world's population, 20% of the deaths. 40,000 people a day contracting COVID. In addition to that, about between 750 and 1,000 people a day are dying. When he was presented with that number, he said, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is because you are who you are. That's why it is. The president has no plan. He hasn't laid out anything. He knew all the way back in February how serious this crisis was. He knew it was a deadly disease. What did he do? He's on tape as acknowledging he knew it. He said he didn't tell us or give people a warning of it because he didn't want to panic the American people. You don't panic. He panicked. In addition to that, what did he do? He went in and we were insisting that the Chinese, the people we had on the ground in China should be able to go to Wuhan and determine for themselves how dangerous this was. He did not even ask Xi to do that. He told us what a great job Xi was doing. He said we owe him a debt of gratitude for being so transparent with us. And what did he do then? He then did nothing. He waited and waited and waited. He still doesn't have a plan. I laid out back in March exactly what we should be doing. And I laid out again in July what we should be doing. We should be providing all the protective gear possible. We should be providing the money the House has passed in order to be able to go out and get people the help they need to keep their businesses open. Open schools, it costs a lot of money. You should get out of your bunker and get out of the sand trap and get in your golf course and go in the Oval Office and bring together the Democrats and Republicans and fund what needs to be done now to save lives. So if we would have listened to
You
you,
have 2 minutes, sir.
if we would have listened to you, the country would have been left wide open. Millions of people would have died, not 200,000, and one person is too much. It's China's fault. It should have never happened. They stopped it from going in, but it was China's fault. And by the way, when you talk about numbers, you don't know how many people died in China. You don't know how many people died in Russia. You don't know how many people died in India. They don't exactly give you straight count, just so you understand. But if you look at what we've done, I closed it, and you said he's xenophobic. He's a racist, and he's xenophobic. Because you didn't think I should have closed our country. Wait a minute.
It's 2 minutes.
You didn't think we should have closed our country because you thought it was terrible. You wouldn't have closed it for another 2 months. By my doing it early, in fact, Dr. Fauci said, President Trump saved thousands of lives. Many of you Democrat governors said, President Trump did a phenomenal job. We worked with the governor. Oh, really? Go take a look. The governors said I did a phenomenal job. Most of them said that. In fact, people that would not be necessarily on my side said that. President Trump did a phenomenal job. We did. We got the gowns, we got the masks, we made the ventilators. You wouldn't have made ventilators, and now we're weeks away from a vaccine. We're doing therapeutics already. Fewer people are dying when they get sick. Far fewer people are dying. We've done a great job. The only thing I haven't done a good job, and that's because of the fake news. No matter what you say to them, they give you bad press on it. It's just fake news. They give you good press, they give me bad press, because that's the way it is, unfortunately. But let me just tell you something. I don't care. I've gotten used to it. But I'll tell you, Joe, you could never have done the job that we did. You don't have it in your blood. You could have never done that job. I know how to do the job. I know how to get the job
Well, you didn't do very well in swine flu. H1N1, you were a disaster. Your own chief of staff said you were a disaster.
14,000 people died, not 200,000. There was
A
no
very-
economic
Sir,
recession.
you made a
There was no recession.
You made a point. Let him answer
And
it.
we didn't shut down the economy. This is his economy he's shut down. The reason it's shut down is because, look, you folks at home, how many of you got up this morning and had an empty chair at the kitchen table because someone died of COVID? How many of you are in a situation where you lost your mom or dad and you couldn't even speak to them? You had a nurse holding the phone up so you could, in fact, say goodbye.
You would have lost far
How
more
many
people.
people?
Far
That is-
more people. And you would have been.
And by the way,
enslaved.
his own
Joe.
CDC director says we could lose as many as another 200,000 people between now and the end of the year. And he held up, he said, if we just wear a mask, we can save half those numbers. Just the mask. And by the way, in terms of the whole notion of a vaccine, we're for a vaccine, but I don't trust him at all. Nor do you. I know you don't. But we trust as a scientist.
You don't
We
trust
Dr.
Johnson
Fauci.
& Johnson, Pfizer?
And
Okay,
by the way,
gentlemen,
and then-
gentlemen, let me move on to questions about the future. A referendum on his record. But Vice President Biden, you like to quote one of your dad's sayings, which is, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. And in this case, sir, you are the alternative. Looking at both of your records, I'm going to ask each of you, why should voters elect you president over your opponent? In this segment, President Trump, you go first, 2 minutes.
Because there has never been an administration or president who has done more than I've done in a period of 3.5 years. And that's despite the impeachment hoax. And you saw what happened today with Hillary Clinton, where it was a whole big con job. But despite going through all of these things, where I had to fight both flanks and behind me and above, there has never been an administration that's done what I've done. The greatest, before COVID came in, the greatest economy in history, lowest unemployment numbers. Everything was good. Everything was going. And by the way, there was unity going to happen. People were calling me for the first time in years. They were calling and they were saying, it's time maybe, and then what happened? We got hit, but now we're building it back up again. A rebuilding of the military, including Space Force and all of the other things. A fixing of the VA, which was a mess under him. 308,000 people died because they didn't have proper health care. He was a mess. And we now got a 91% approval rating at the VA, our vets. We take care of our vets. but we've rebuilt our military. The job that we've done, and I'll tell you something, some people say maybe the most important. By the end of the first term, I'll have approximately 300 federal judges and Court of Appeals judges, 300, and hopefully 3 great Supreme Court judges, justices. That is a record the likes of which very few people, and you know one of the reasons I'll have so many judges? Because President Obama and him left me 128 judges to fill. When you leave office, you don't leave any judges. That's like, you just don't do that. They left 128 openings, and if I were a member of his party, because they have a little different philosophy, I'd say if you left us 128 openings, you can't be a good president, you can't be a good vice president. But I want to thank you because it gives us almost, it'll probably be above that number by the end of this term.
Fine, sir.
300 judges, it's a record.
Looking at both your records, why should voters elect you president as opposed to President Trump? You have 2 minutes uninterrupted.
Under this president, we've become weaker, sicker, poor, more divided, and more violent. When I was vice president, we inherited a recession. I was asked to fix it. I did. We left him a booming economy, and he caused a recession. With regard to being weaker, the fact is that I've gone head-to-head with Putin and made it clear to him we're not going to take any of this stuff. He's Putin's puppy. He still refuses to even say anything to Putin about the bounty on the heads of American soldiers.
His son got $3 million.
And by the way, my
Wait
son...
a minute. Mr. President, your campaign agreed to both sides would get 2-minute answers uninterrupted. Well, your side agreed to it, and why don't you observe what your campaign agreed to as a ground rule, okay, sir?
He never keeps his word. Can you add back
No, I'm not asking. That was a rhetorical question.
Can you
Go
add
ahead,
back
sir.
30 seconds?
Yes, you may have.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, thirdly, we're poor. The billionaires have gotten much more wealthy by a tune of over $300 to $400 billion more just since COVID. You and the home, you got less. You're in more trouble than you were before. In terms of being more violent, when we were in office, there were 15% less violence in America than there is today. He's president of the United States. It's on his watch. And with regard to more divided, the nation can't stay divided. We can't be this way. And speaking of my son, the way you talk about the military, the way you talk about them being losers and being and just being suckers. My son was in Iraq. He spent a year there. He got the Bronze Star. He got the Conspicuous Service Medal. He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent.
Are you talking
like
about
hell.
Hunter? Are you talking about
I'm talking about my son, Beau Biden. You're talking about.
I don't know, Bo. I know Hunter. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. It wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use. And he didn't have a job until you became vice president. And once you became vice president, he made a fortune in Ukraine, in China, in Moscow, and various other places.
True.
He
My
made a
son,
fortune.
my son,
and he didn't have a job.
My son, like a lot of people we know at home, had a drug problem. He's overtaken it. He's fixed it. He's worked on it, and I'm proud of him.
But why was he
proud of
given
my
tens
son?
of millions
All
of
right,
dollars?
he wasn't given
All right,
tens of millions of dollars.
given
That
tens
is
of
totally,
millions of
President
dollars.
President Trump,
We've already been
totally discredited.
We've already been through this. I think the American people would rather hear about more substantial
So do I.
subjects. Well, you know, as the moderator, sir, I'm going to make a
I know, but when
judgment call
somebody
here.
gets $3.5 million
Okay, right.
from the
Let's
mayor
talk
of
about-
Moscow,
let's talk about
I think it's
True.
a
Gentlemen,
terrible
That
thing.
report is totally
Why did he
discredited.
I
Mitt
think,
Romney on that committee said it wasn't worth taxpayers' money, that report. It was written for political reasons.
you know,
Well, that's going to do it for the vlog today, you guys. Thank you for watching. I know, messy hair. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I will be back soon with more videos. And that probably means vlog on Sunday. But thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.